It's time for Sunday Science, and this week we're doing something a bit different. A craft project for those young scientists who might be stuck inside during this cold weather. Kat Viglienzoni takes us to the Montshire Museum of Science to learn how to make a Scribblebot.
So today we're making a Scribblebot. Can you tell me a little bit, what is a Scribblebot?
We are. Well, so we're always trying to figure out how to engage kids, boys, girls, and adults, and everybody in between, you know, in doing science and doing engineering.
What is this going to do when it's done?
When it's done, it's going to end up making really cool patterns. There's a simple lesson about electricity circuits we want kids to learn is that you need a complete circuit for electricity to work. So we're using our battery as our energy source, and if you put that little clip on this other end of the battery, of the motor, and we have a motor that we're going to end up spinning, and then if I touch one end of my battery with the lead and you touch the other end, the motor spins. So if we take a motor, instead of have it spin nice and evenly, we're going to make it jiggle when it spins. And you usually don't want things to be off balance when they spin, but to make something jiggle, we do. So I'm going to take a little bit of weight and I'm going to put it on the shaft. And what you're going to feel is a vibration, right?
Yeah.
So now we've got a motor that's vibrating. That's kind of cool. So what we end up doing is showing people how they can end up making some funny contraption out of everyday materials.
Okay.
Right? Add something that when it moves may leave a mark. Get your motor spinning and see what happens. So let's take off these. And this is why we call it a Scribblebot.
Okay.
All right.
And so then it's designed to, then the motor will make these pens move, and then they will create shapes on the paper here.
If we're lucky.
If we're
and
successful.
if not, you're going to need to figure out, because you're going to want that. Oh.
Look at that.
It's just totally silly, you know? It's like making a weird engineering contraption to make, in this case, shaky lines, right?
And so someone could make these at home, theoretically.
Yeah, so you can make these at home. I mean, the materials that we use, you can buy them from a lot of different places, but you can go down to Radio Shack. We got a toy motor, we got AA batteries, these little wires you can get at Radio Shack.
Okay. And so key points for one of these is you have to have a complete circuit. You have to have your power source.
Yep, in
your
the case
AA battery, if I don't knock this over. Your drawing implements, your structure, some weight to make it jiggle, because otherwise it just stays still, correct?
Right, because motors are designed to spin nice and smoothly. In this case, we want to make them spin in an odd way. It doesn't work perfectly at first, you know, and they'll struggle with it. And there's a tension there where you really want to push kids into that piece where they struggle, but then eventually they break through. And once they break through, it's just like big smiles.